How to make duct tape flip-flops. You can make just about anything out of duct tape, from bookmarks to wallets to prom dresses, but did you know that you can make flip-flops too? Because they are made out of duct tape, they are not quite as durable as regular flip-flops, but they are a fun craft to make, and perfect for a costume, event, or party. Part 1. Making the sole. 1. Trace your foot onto a sheet of cardboard. If you are using shoes, consider using a pair of flip-flops or sandals. Their soles have a different shape compared to other shoes. This way, you can be certain that they will fit the toe area right. 2. Cut the foot shape out. If you'd like a thicker pair of flip-flops, stack 2 pieces of cardboard together. Trace and cut the shapes out first, then glue them together. If you'd like a softer pair of flip-flops, cut another foot shape out of a sheet of craft foam, the flexible kind, and glue it to the top of the cardboard. This will cushion your foot a little. 3. Cut several strips of duct tape. They need to be a little wider than the sole so that you can wrap it around to the underside. If you are making a thicker flip-flop, with 2 pieces of cardboard or foam, be sure to account for the thickness as well. 4. Lay the strips horizontally across the top of the sole. Make sure that you have an even amount of tape hanging over the edges of the sole. This includes the heel and toe area. Do not fold these edges over just yet, however, there is one extra step you need to do. Overlap the pieces of tape by a little, this way you can be sure that there are no gaps. 5. Turn the flip-flop over so that the bottom is facing you, and cut little slits into the tape. Make sure that you cut all the way to the cardboard, but be careful not to actually snip the cardboard. For an even better fit, cut V-shaped notches at the arch where the sole curves inward. Cut straight slits in the toe and heel area where the sole curves outward. 6. Fold the tape over onto the cardboard. The little strips of tape will overlap, thanks to the slits you cut earlier. This will give you a cleaner edge and reduce bulk. 7. Repeat this entire section for the other foot. If you have not already, repeat this entire section for the other foot as well. Remember to trace your opposite foot or shoe this time, or else you will end up with 2 left or right flip-flops. Part 2. Making the straps. 1. Cut 2 16-inch, 4,064 centimeters, long pieces of duct tape. This will be enough to make 1 set of straps for 1 flip-flop. You will need to do this entire section twice. To make your flip-flop look more interesting, consider using a contrasting color or pattern for the straps. 2. Fold each strip into thirds, lengthwise. Set a strip down in front of you, sticky side up. Fold the bottom long edge up to the halfway point and smooth out any air bubbles. Then, fold the top edge down and smooth it out. Repeat this step for the other strip of duct tape. 3. Cut a 4-inch, 1,016 centimeters, piece of duct tape. This will be for the toe strap. It can be the same color as the straps or a contrasting one. 4. Hold the straps together and wrap the short piece of tape around the bottom. Make sure that the bottom edge of the tape is aligned with the bottom edge of the straps. Try to wrap the tape so that the straps roll up a bit into a tight, tube shape. This will make the toe strap rounded and more comfortable to wear. It might be a good idea to cut a second 4-inch, 10.16 centimeters, long strip of tape and wrap it around the straps just above the first one. This will ensure that you have plenty of material to work with. Part 3. Assembling the flip-flops. 1. Place your foot down onto the flip-flop and make a mark between the big toe and the one next to it using a pen. Try to get the mark as close to the joint as possible. This is where the toe strap will go. Don't worry about making holes for the side straps. You will be wrapping them around the outer edges of the flip-flop and taping them to the underside. 2. Poke a hole in the flip-flop using the pen mark as a guide. You can do this with an X-Acto knife on top of a cutting mat, or with a pair of scissors. If you are a child, it might be a good idea to ask an adult to help you with this step. If you made a rolled, rounded toe strap, consider running a pencil or pen through the hole. This will make the hole more rounded and give you a better fit. 3. Poke the toe strap through the hole, and tape the excess to the underside of the sole. Put the flip-flop on before you tape the strap, this way, you can fit the strap to your foot. Tug the end of the strap down until the fit is comfortable, then fold the stub down and secure it against the underside of the sole with a piece of duct tape. 4. Fit the side straps. Put the flip-flop back on, and wiggle it down onto your foot until the toe strap fits comfortably. Wrap the straps over the top of your foot, towards the arch, until they are conformed to your foot. Tuck the ends of the straps under the sole, and hold them in place. 5. Tape the side straps to the underside of the sole. Holding the straps in place, take the flip-flop off and turn it over. The straps should be crossed over on the bottom of the sole in an X shape. Place a strip of tape across the X and cut off any excess strap. 6. Cover the bottom of the flip-flop with long, vertical strips of duct tape to hide the raw edges. Trim the tape so that follows the edge of the flip-flop. For a sturdier flip-flop, you might want to do 2 layers. 7. Finished. Tips. Make some duct tape flowers and secure them to the toe area. Add some contrast with trim. Cut a long strip of duct tape in half lengthwise. Wrap the tape all along the edge of the flip-flop, and press the edges of the tape to the top and bottom of the sole. Use contrast. Use a patterned duct tape for the sole, and a solid colored duct tape for the straps, or vice versa. Decorate your flip-flops with duct tape shapes. Cut some shapes out of a flat sheet of duct tape. Peel the back off, then stick it onto the sole of the flip-flop, such as the heel. This works great for flip-flops that have a plain colored sole. Warnings. Duct tape flip-flops are not a replacement for real flip-flops. They are fragile and won't last as long. Young children should be supervised when cutting the cardboard and poking the hole for the toe strap. Things. Cardboard. Craft foam optional. Scissors or X-Acto knife. Pen. 1 to 2 rolls of duct tape. Cutting mat, if using X-Acto knife. Shoe or flip-flop to trace, recommended.